This is definitely a bonus episode. So I've gone out to Mildura over the Easter break to do the Van Nationals, and to my surprise I wasn't aware that they've got this massive motor event in Mildura that is all things motorised, and I'm talking about boats, cars, bikes, drag racing, go-karts, you name it. Mildura has it over that Easter break. So what we're going to do in this video is give you a rundown on what I managed to capture of the Mildura 100 boat race. Now, they've been running a Mildura ski race for over 50 years, but due to some issues with safety, the Ski Race Australia has actually self-imposed a suspension across the country of all ski racing until such time as they can look at the way they operate and to try and make the sport safer. So what they managed to do was the Mildura Ski Club ran a boat race rather than a ski race. So we're going through and looking at some of the boats now. So these were all at the Show and Shine on the Friday, so Easter Friday, and it was huge. I mean, it took up the main street, and it was not only the boats which would normally be there, the ski boats, but also car clubs, the speedway and the drags, all sorts of stuff. So we'll do a separate video on that because I managed to go through and film all of that, and you'll be able to get a look at that. Have a look at this boat. So these are something new to me. They look like an old boat, but my understanding is they are a new timber hull, and then as you can see they're under a small block Chev, but there's a couple of them running LSs as well. There was one with an LSA, so a supercharged. That's more traditional to my liking, that particular boat there. So a displacement hull, running a small block, looks like an LS. And then you'll see the next one is one of the older style outright boats. So when my brother raced, 20 years ago, there was more boats like this. So carbureted, blown. They were running some blown injected stuff as well. And most of these are like 21 footers. So that particular boat was also in the video we did of Everfest. So it's obviously in Everingham. So there's lots of boats here, and in the ski racing they tend to run classes. I'm not sure with the skiing, but in the race that they ran for the boats only, they ran 5 classes: a 105 mile an hour, a 95 mile an hour, 85, 75 and 65. And the way that works is you have to actually nominate what speed you're going to run in and then stick to that. And if you go quicker than that over the duration of the event, you get penalised and added time as a penalty for breaking out, so to speak. So I'll let you know the winners of those classes after we've seen some boats run. And then that big thing there, that's pretty much what a lot of the new stuff looks like now. So quite large hulls, and then they're running twin turbo Mercruisers through a Mercury leg rather than running a prop shaft. And you'll get to see those boats on there, pretty outstanding. So quite a lot of outboards as well, probably 30-40% of the boats were outboard. And some of those you'll see in the video are on the edge, especially when they're cornering, and in a lot of cases there's very little of the boat left in the water when they're under full steam. But you'll get to see some of that. So what I've done is I've filmed all the boats leaving from the clubhouse, and then going down the river, and all the boats leave 30 seconds apart. Actually, sorry, a minute apart. We've managed to trim it back to about 30 seconds so that it didn't drag out too long. Look at that big 300 sitting on the back of that one. Very colourful, a lot of these boats. Always get a good laugh out of the name. Still no dramas, that one, and then Hell Yeah, and it's yeah, quite novel, a lot of the names that they come up with for the boats. Actually, a little bit of very old history is that my original car build called Rock Solid, I pinched that name off of a race boat, which was called Rock Solid, obviously. It was a very competitive boat back when my brother was racing back in the 80s. And I liked that name, so I started that, and that turned into an ongoing thing for about 15 years with the Rock Solid and then the Rocks. And it had no more meaning than I pinched it off somebody else. So they had just over 50 entries for the boat race. Looking back through social media, last time this event ran, they had around 100 entries, and that, you know, means a driver, an observer, and 2 skiers. So you can imagine the goings on to make that all come together when they've all got to leave 1 minute apart on the river to go down and then pull up at the other end, and then they turn them around and send them back again. All of these boats are really well presented, cleaned up, looking $1 million. So like I was saying, this is the show and shine on the Friday, and you'll see that we'll do another video with all the other things that were on at the show and shine as well, and it took up about 5 city blocks to actually house all of the boats and cars and bikes that were there. So that's that Mercruiser leg I'm talking about there. So when they get to the water, they'll put a prop on. It was funny actually, someone backed one of the boats in and someone go, "You better put your prop on, mate." He hadn't got around to it. But incredible detail. You can see all the computer screens and all nowadays with all of the technology that we use with speed. And this is old school, so this would have been the sort of stuff that was running at the top end before they got into those bigger twin turbo Mercruisers. There's that LSA in the old timber hull. So I think all these guys ran in the 65 mile an hour class. So if you're watching this and you haven't seen any of my other stuff there, I just see the Evercraft on that boat. There's a video that we put up from the Everfest, which is all the Everingham boats, and some of these boats were there, but there was 35 boats I think at a show and shine there, and doing a few laps out on the lake as well. So go and check that one out as well. These things sounded awesome on the river. Right, I'm going to let you go and have a look at some boats. Righto, so now we've got to get 50 odd boats off the foreshore there, and as they're taking those away, more were coming down the ramp, and you'll see in a minute there's a whole heap of them down the river. So the houseboat across the other side of the river there is the start boat, and every 30 seconds, or every minute, I keep saying 30 seconds, every minute a boat leaves and you'll hear the countdown, and we're just going to follow through there. So I'm not going to try and commentate on that. And once they get through that lot, we'll then see them coming back down the river, and that's at Bruce's Bend, not that far from the finish line. It's a good opportunity to see them in full flight coming around a corner. So you can see all the way up the river there a whole heap of boats. So they're all circling around. The boats are all numbered. They don't necessarily run in exact numbers because they had qualifying on the Saturday, which was 30 kilometres up and back, and that gave them their positioning for the Sunday, which is what we're watching now. So this is the big race, this is the 100, and they'll be off and running very shortly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Flag off. And right, back down. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Here we have the next-gen Ford Everest 4WD2, equipped with Lovell's premium touring suspension kit, which gives you a fully compliant 3,500kg GVM upgrade. We also offer our premium Platinum Series kit, which offers 3,700kg GVM upgrade. The touring system also increases the total GCM to 7,000kg, and the Platinum Series system increases the total GCM to 7,200kg, which means you'll maintain your full 3,500kg towing capacity. Your axle capacities are also revised accordingly. The kit also features Lovell's engineered and rated upper control arms. Truly a powerful setup, built for heavy duty towing and serious touring.
a good shot, that one. I'll get another one. Fuzzy on the hill.
Observer. Spotter.
I'm too close now.
Yeah.
Here comes one. Coming from over here somewhere. Back of them trees. And then he'll go down, around, through the loop. And then you hear him coming up the straight. It was really cool to hear them boats coming down the river before you could see them, and then you're waiting to see what it comes out.
It looks like a
So what we ended up with is the outright 105 class was won by the Mistress.
together, I think.
34 minutes up and back, so 17 minutes each way. The 95 class was brute force, 37 minutes. The 85 class was Shady Ace in 41 minutes. The 75 class was Shake and Bake in 46.5 minutes, and the 65 mile an hour class was won by Kong in 53.3. So I hope you really enjoyed that. I'm sure I did. Me and Fuzz stood on the riverbank and just watched all these amazing craft come flying past. And at some point in time, and when they get ski racing back on the calendar, we'll probably go out and check out one of these events and make a video of that one as well. So thanks for joining us. Keep an eye out. Lots of boats and racing coming.